Uh-oh, we got an icon. I'm ready for Magic Burst. Okay, sorry. I wasn't ready for that. How come the Magic Burst is not working?
I don't know.
Not
Do you see the last stand going off in the middle of it? I sure do.
God damn it. I was gonna say I haven't been able to fucking Magic Burst at all.
Well, you know, using a physical weapon skill on a monster weak to magic is like brilliant.
Buffs incoming. Why are my buffs lasting longer?
It's probably those Stakini rings +1 you got.
Ha, I wish I had one of those. They're 50 mil. Actually, I'm kind of sad because I did have 50 mil a couple of days ago, but I bought a bunch of little things I needed here and there.
And not
Probably should have
Alex.
just. I should have just saved it for. Well, some asshole has Alex in there for really expensive, and you told me not to buy it if it's too expensive.
It's probably because those assholes know that you're dumb enough to buy it at a high price. I love you, Goose.
No, someone's been buying all the cheap Alex on a daily basis. So by the time I log in and check, most of the cheap ones are gone, and just the expensive ones are left. So I must be really buying them. 3,000 damage? I'm ready for what you might call it on the icon. Fuck! It stopped me. A ninja warning would have been nice.
Clearly can't read party chat.
There it is. Tiny little letters.
The name Spy also refers to a ninja.
Interesting.
What up, Simon?
What, can you hear me?
Yep.
What's up, Zynon?
What's up, Goose? How are you?
Pretty good. Where are you, Moink?
Nowhere.
Aye.
And everywhere.
Uh-oh. He's trying to MPK people. I'm bringing out Shiva. Don't fail me, Shiva. Sleep all these bastards. Uh-oh. You're gonna kill Vivi. You killed Dookie. Vivi, oh, Sensei. You asshole. Right at the end, too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. You freaking asshole, man. Oh, that is too funny. As soon as I figured what you were doing, I fucking started running, dude. I just oh man.
Quigley saw what I was doing.
Poor Dookie, he's died like 7 times tonight.
Mm-hmm. Drop party immediately. I see what you do, Vivi.
Oh, he dropped completely. Somehow you always kill BB.
I think Vivi just finds ways to die.
I keep forgetting. I need to make a enhancing magic set for, like, just a general one for regular mages, like summoner, stuff like that. You know. Always the low rolls. I don't think I've gotten a medal in like 1,000 years.
Hey Zion, tell Neko that she needs to divide the currency correctly this time.
Message passed.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So Zion, how's the new story for 5.2?
It was kind of bleh until the end. Do you want spoilers? And
No, because I plan on playing eventually.
can I spoil a ruby weapon for you?
From 7?
Yeah, they added ruby weapon.
Oh, interesting. Sure, I never really watched those cutscenes anyway. I always skipped them.
So ruby weapon. So basically, they found like a bunch of weapons, but the Empire couldn't control them, so they destroyed them, kind of thing. So at the same stroke, I guess they're trying to recreate them in it so that they can control them. So there's this whole weapon program. Ruby weapon is what we're fighting now, and Sapphire has been sort of mentioned at, so that's probably going to be the next one that we fight. Anyways, Ruby weapon. So the weapons need a pilot. And when the weapon is defeated, there's like this safety protocol, I guess, to preserve the weapon that goes into place that absorbs the aether spirit of the pilot, but at the same time infuses it with memories of fallen Empire generals. So Ruby weapon, its pilot is not really that big of a concern, but the memory is. It's the memory of Darkness. So once you defeat the weapon, you have to start doing mechanics that were from Darkness, Nail Darkness. So turn 9 of Coil. So it's an interesting fight with semi-interesting lore.
That's cool.
The new Eden fights are pretty decent as well. We got the first turn is a Remu Ixian fusion. And then the second turn is Garuda and Ifrit at the same time. And halfway through, they transition and fuse together. And then the third turn is a unique turn with some light wardens, some paper cranes or whatever. And then the fourth turn is Shiva. And in Savage mode, she fuses with the dragon she's in love with. I forget his name. So
there was a
semi-decent patch.
It's to make up for the delay of 5.3.
I guess. I don't know. 5.3 is going to be copied factory and some other nonsense. Probably Sapphire weapon. I have a feeling it's going to go Sapphire, Emerald, and Diamond. But I'm hoping it goes Sapphire, Diamond, Emerald, because Emerald probably was the hardest out of the set.
Whoa, no way. You can have summons up in the past areas?
Yes, you kind of need to when the beast tribes invade your.
I don't think they invade anymore. They patched it a while ago, I think.
They invade. It's just hard for them to get to the towns.
Well, yeah, because just a single player can delay them, and I think the NPCs are stronger than they used to.
Yeah, they patched the NPCs a few months ago. Or I would say over a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
while.
But leave it to Neko to ruin my fun and kick me from the party.
Yeah, you were about to spam retrace on everybody. I was looking at my phone, so you caught me at a good time.
I could hear it in the background for Zion. I just got retraced.
What?
With Sensei.
Monster Hunter?
Are we trading for items yet?
We have been. I don't know. You got work tomorrow.
Yeah, I got a couple. I got till midnight or so.
Dookie wants to do ambuscade.
Oh,
I haven't done my weekly yet either.
Zanin, you really need to come back to this game.
no, I really don't.
But I'm bored. And Moink, he retraces me all the time.
Okay, so I'll sit in. Where'd you retrace him to, Bat? I'll sit in Bastock and DT, and he can retrace you again.
You'd get so pissed.
I'm serious though.
I don't get how my presence would entertain you.
Because it's fun to hang out with you.
I play Monster Hunter in 14.
Yeah, but 14's kind of boring when there's not like a major expansion that just came out. I've kind of noticed it, but that's when I play the most. Is when a brand new expansion comes out. Like Heavensward, I was all over it. Stormblood, all over it. Shadowbringers, all over it. Like 100% way into it. But then shortly after, I'm like, this is boring. Like once I beat everything, and then I do like a month after of like dailies and weeklies and stuff. I'm just like, I'm good.
Just hear excuses.
Please, I don't
Yeah.
want to tank this. Make VV tank.
God damn it. I can't find the Vara ring +1. It's never in the auction house.
Look for who's been crafting it.
Maybe I'll just save for a Stikini +1 ring. I'm at 44 million right now. So I just need 6 more million.
Where you been getting your millions from?
Gain
He-
XP.
Yeah, he's turned into a Guyford whore. Guyford says bend over, a goose says how far.
Hey, so far I've probably made over 300 million in the past month.
So wait, what? What's he doing?
So, the whole premise behind how Guyford or a goose makes guilt is the CP gain, or not CP, the gain XP events that happen on Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. They literally go out and monopolize on the pucks and dragons, set the records of eminence for those two, and just, cap out on accolades and cap out on sparks. Once they're capped out on sparks, they go in, they buy all the Archeron shields they can, go back out, repeat. It, as you see, a goose walks away from it with about, I want to say 20 to 25 million.
No, it's about 20 million a piece. When there was double accolades, it probably would have been more, but I didn't have some of the Luas installed that help you sell and buy faster. And so that would have been better if I had them, but I learned my lesson. But yes, I mean you've missed it. In the past month, I've bought all the expensive stuff, like cursed items that cost 40 million or 20 million a piece. I've bought most of them. I still need to get the whole set for Almaric +1, and I'll do that eventually. But I'm just buying Alexandrite at the moment, so I can get done with my Alexandrite.
And you're using Windurst? You're using Gear Swap too?
Not yet. Don't really know how to use gear swap. It's a little more complicated than I expected.
It's not that complicated, you just gotta learn how to read code.
Exactly, and I don't know how to read code. I mean, I can kind of get the idea of it.
First of all, coding is just a bunch of conditional statements and loops. So with a Lua or a gear swap file, you basically set your functions at the very beginning like you would with any other code, and then you build conditions around that. So like if your status, if you have haste and or your magic haste or your haste is at 80%, you can start taking off gear, and you can call that equipment set, or that, you know, that whatever you want to call it, that variable basically, and it'll equip all of those items for you automatically based off your accuracy or however you set up your conditions. The problem is, like, when I downloaded the Ranger Lua, it was very overboard. Like, it had Gondiva, Annihilator, all of the Rima weapons, and it's just like, I don't need all of this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's not gonna hurt you to just leave it there either.
Or I just build my own Lua, which does
Yeah.
two functions. It recognizes when I have double shot up, and pre-shot and mid-shot.
See, told you. I just bid 450,000 for some of the stacks of Alexandrite that were there, and I wasn't able to buy them. So someone has them for $500,000 a piece, and there's like 12 stacks left in there too. Freaking sucks.
Did you take the next 2 days off signing, or what?
No. I'm trying to save my vacation. Besides, this is time that Troy can spend with her family. So.
I hope we can finish Horizon Jima tomorrow.
Me too. So, I'm pretty sure nobody watches me play 11 anymore. I wonder if I get more viewers if I switch to 14.
Do you realize the one where you were just... Do you realize how many viewers you get on your channel? Even when you're playing 11?
I don't get anybody in 11 anymore.
You got over 1,000 views.
Yeah, but I mean like happening at the moment.
Yeah,
Nobody really watches
concurrent
me play
viewers.
11 anymore.
Oh my god.
Most of my views are interestingly coming from when I played Resident Evil games. It's kind of weird. Like when I was playing Resident Evil 7, I always had, at least 4 people. Sometimes they go up to like 10. Maybe I should play more Resident Evil games. Those are my favorite anyway.
Yeah, but Vivi, he's not understanding it. He's had even his 11 streams have over 1,000 views. That means, like, I've never done that ever on YouTube, and he's bitching and complaining.
That's in total though, since I started streaming.
No, it can't be.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's total, and that might be including all the times that I've streamed in the past 4 years. Because I've been streaming for 4 years because one of my friends, his name's Mike, he's been the only one who watches me really. Like he likes to watch me play, so he'll text me and be like, "Hey, are you gonna play this tonight, or what are you gonna play next?" And then he usually watches me with his wife. But he's been the only one who's been watching me for the past 4 years, and then it wasn't until recently that I was like, maybe I can get more people to watch me. But I'm pretty sure that number is the total number of views I have since I've had my channel.
I'm not sure how that works, but okay.
There is one thing I could do. I've been thinking about it. It might just work. Everything would have to be set up a certain way, though. I would have to figure out a way to get people to watch what I would do. I would want to clip. I would actually want to clip what I would do, and then somehow I need someone famous or someone with a lot of viewers or a lot of pull to see it, and then it can start becoming viral.
You have to love what you do. You have to have. When I watch streamers or YouTubers, it's not because of the game they're playing, it's because of their enthusiasm for playing the game. So I get on both Nate's about streaming and Troy when she was streaming too. You have to be involved. Talk about the game or other aspects of the game, why you love playing the game, and you'll grow an audience because they see that you love the game. If you sit there quiet and stuff, then your viewers are going to come, but they'll be slower.
Consistency is also key.
This is true.
Like, the fact that I'm traveling is hurting my streaming at the moment, but I've got to figure out how to get it to perform well, I guess.
You can still save your videos. You can record, if you are doing stuff in New York, you can still save your videos and then just upload them and let your, even though your audience is small, just say, hey, I'm out of town for a week. This is some of the stuff that I've been doing while I was out of town. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, but like a Goose, I guess you were watching my stream when he was talking, but like it always seems like if Neko or I are doing something else because I'm too busy or I'm not on or she's not on, the link shell basically turns into
A graveyard.
Exactly, and it's really hard. Like
Yeah, it's been bad lately.
Dukey's the only one that's trying to find things to do. Yesterday I helped him do Ryzen Jima NMs, a couple of them, but I didn't have the energy in me to record or attempt to record because I'm not sure if I'm gonna be stable enough to do it on my phone or not. I think next week I'm gonna try at least a stream, see how it goes.
Either way, I think you're working on it, like trying to engage the audience or whatnot is helpful and whatnot. So you'll get
Well,
there. It just takes time.
well,
Yeah,
today I haven't had an audience, so I'm not gonna sit there and talk to myself.
Why
but you
not?
should. Also, I've hinted on it a couple of times, Goose, but like I feel like whether you like it or not, you're my comic relief on YouTube. Whether it's just something you do or something you say wrong, and it's just funny. So, yeah, I like that, but it's all up to you.
That's fine. I like making people laugh. It's one of my favorite things. Even though most of the time they're laughing at me, but it's cool.
You gotta take it in stride. Just don't, Robin Williams yourself and hang yourself with a belt.
I'm pretty sure he was trying to like do some erotic masturbation stuff and it just went wrong.
No.
I'm kidding. I shouldn't be laughing about that. He's like one of my favorite people that ever lived.
I had respect for the man until
Who?
Robin Williams. I had respect for the man until it came out that he was struggling with depression, and it's not that
Well,
he suffered from
didn't it
depression.
have Parkinson's or
No,
something?
that's Michael J. Fox. He suffered
Yeah, but
from
he got
depression.
something. I'm pretty sure he was getting something, and he basically decided to leave early before before he had to deal with all the issues that come with it. Maybe it was LS. Wasn't it the muscle one where you can't move anymore?
Multiple sclerosis, I think.
No,
Yeah, it was. It was. He
That
basically
was Michael
decided
J.
to check.
Fox.
I'm pretty
Michael.
sure he decided to check out early because he was gonna deal with so much that he's like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. I'd rather not. And when you have a terminal disease, I mean, can't really blame somebody for not wanting to go through some of that shit.
First of all, Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's. And
Well, he had something.
Yeah, a goose. You're talking about ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. He didn't want to deal with it. He was like, he probably went to the doctor. The doctor's like, I'm sorry, man. You're about to go through this. And then he's like, fuck. I can't deal with this. I can't. I'm not. I already have depression. There's no way I'm going to live through this. I don't want to have to deal with it. I'm done.
He suffered from it's suggested that he suffered from Lewy body dementia. But yeah.
Do you know what the saddest part about all this is? He never got to play Breath of the Wild. He would have loved it. It would have been like his favorite game ever, probably. He loved the Legend of Zelda games. He named his freaking daughter Zelda.
I was gonna say, what gave that away?
But yeah, he would have loved Breath of the Wild. It would have been one of his favorites for sure. Well, I have initiated a 293 beat pouch. So this is a good time to go get some food. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna drop off just so in case like weird noises come out while I'm eating and doing other stuff around here.
Well, speaking of, did you make progress on Seekers? No.
Nope, not at all. I completely forgot that I needed to do that actually. I've been kind of focused on getting some gear now that I have money and stuff like that, but
See what happens, Neko? We push him so hard, he finally gets Kate Sith and Atomos, and Square Enix almost immediately comes out with a new avatar that he just has no desire to get.
I do.
A goose? Yeah, a goose, you're gonna get it. I mean, just a TNA. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You're content with Shiva and Garuda?
Seekers will be probably one of the most painful ones to do. Not necessarily because the missions will be tough. It'll be because it's going to be a pain in the ass to walk through through the zones. For some reason, Square Enix didn't think the clusterfuck of zones they had created, where in some areas you can't walk up, but you can drop down. In some areas you have to go around, or you have to talk to this NPC here, you have to do this quest here, you have to teleport here, you have to go down this asshole here, you have to rub someone's ball sack on the left over there before you can move around the whole fucking map. Like, for some reason, Square Enix decided that Seekers of Adoulin areas needed to be even more complicated than they have ever been.
And somehow we digress into male genitalia.
So this is gonna be a lot of fun, going through all these fucking zones, getting lost for 1 hour, where the only thing I need to do is go talk to one NPC, and it's a cutscene. And you would think, oh, you know, on paper you look at it and you're like, a goose, it's only a cutscene, just fucking do it. And then, but in reality, I'm running around the whole damn area looking for this fucking NPC, and I can't access him because I'm running around and getting lost and not able to access certain spots in the map where you need to do something specific or special or know the exact perfect route of how to get to it. So that's why I've been postponing Seekers, is because I don't feel like dealing with that at this moment.
But yes, Siren, they gave Siren boob physics.
That might be the only reason why I want to get Siren, actually. Because I want to see the boob physics.
Okay. And I'm sure the design behind Seekers was to get people to explore the areas again, not to annoy you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get it done. It's just, I don't know. I haven't really been playing 11 as much lately.
I just think it's funny they put a lot of time and effort in the Siren cutscenes, more than they actually did with the Seekers of Adoulin storyline.
Yeah, I guess the one good thing about Seekers is the cutscenes will be a lot shorter than Wings of the Goddess. Wings of the Goddess cutscenes were long as shit. And there were so many of them, too. It's kind of like the cinematic expansion, where there's a lot of long cutscenes. Wait, is the mythic second part of it the worst? What happens after you get the base weapon?
What are you talking about?
BB's talking about how with how mythics are the worst ones to build.
Because they are.
I thought Empyrean were. Everybody complains about them and they never want to do them.
Mythics or Empyreans are boring. Nacho, can I get haste again?
Anyway,
Or flurry, I mean.
I'm gonna go get some food. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
I'm an idiot. Are you still on speakers, Einon?
Yes.
Neko, can you put your back towards us, please? Pretty, please. Mm-hmm. You didn't go from full health to 10% in a heartbeat. I watched you go down. And then I saw him cast Paralina when you were at 10%. Yeah, no. Oh, I know he does. God damn it. Something told me, stay down, you dumbass. Jot's gonna get up. It's all Zion's fault. Need flurry when able. Nacho, please.
I just realized I didn't have my headset on.
problem. Flurry, please, Nacho. Thank you. No dookies allowed. Get out.
Don't let him talk to you that way.
Talk to Dookie however I want.
It's me, Mario!
You'd like to see yourself muted again, wouldn't you?
Fire! Why is everybody so quiet? What the hell is happening?
Your face is happening.
Everybody needs to like get more excited.
I'm fighting a crazy monkey. So, monkey, you want to see a turf war between Joe and Rajan?
Monkey in Japanese is saru. In Spanish is mono. In some places, like Mexico, chan. Well, chango, actually. Alright, let's see if I can get the kill off these bastards. I like that area you're in, Zainin. It looks cool. Wait, you didn't take any damage there.
No, it's a video game.
That monkey has golden hair. Can you... Wait, it oh, wait, no, it's still there. It's just not golden anymore. I was gonna say, you should steal that hair and sell it. Not hair, fur.
Well, it's a monkey, so it would be here.
Isn't it fur for all animals? See, that's confusing because in Spanish is hair, regardless of what organism has it. It's just pelo, hair. That's it. Feels like English is a little more complicated because it could be fur or hair. So is Monster Hunter Worlds an MMO?
Not really.
Is there that much to do?
There's a lot of quests to do, but
Because, I mean, you've been playing for like, what, 2 years? No, not that long, right? A year and a half, maybe? Came out in February or January last year? March last year? I can't remember. Or was it 2 years ago?
I've been playing since 2002.
Well, I mean, I meant Monster Hunter Worlds.
Came out Christmas 2018, I think, on consoles.
Gotcha, so it's been a little bit over a year. Wait, no. Wait, yes. Wait, hang on. Yeah. So in December of this year, it'll be 2 years. How come your character only has one eye?
It's a piece of armor called an eye patch.
Hey, it's Hino. Her character's cool looking. Where did Hino go? Ah, there she is. Oh shit, that's a nice entrance to the arena. Get blasted in the face. Zainin, are you still hanging out with Punt International or not? Not really.
Yeah.
Does anybody even still play in that Link show? It was kind of dead.
Yeah, we got a salvage static and everything.
Interesting. I said hi to US the other day. I just kind of dropped by because I
I
noticed.
bet that was a long hello.
Uh, well, not really, because I was gonna take off. I just wanted to say hi to him. You were in the voice chat too, but I think you were AFK. Alyssa and what's her face? What was the other?
Sonya.
Sonia, yeah. Are they still playing or not really?
Yeah, of course. Just not as much.
I wouldn't mind going back and finishing Dancer to level 80 and Red Mage and Samurai.
And Dragoon, and Dark Knight, and Monk, and Paladin.
Dark Knight is already at level 80.
And
level
Warrior.
80 are Dark Knight, Black Mage, White Mage, Scholar, and Summoner. I'm Dark Knight main in that game. Did they fix Dark Knight yet? Zainin? Or is it still the shittiest tank in the game?
Depends on the user.
I'm exaggerating when I'm saying shittiest tank, but does it still do the least?
Warrior is probably the worst.
Really?
Yeah, it has been since 5.0.
Damn. Yeah, because I was gonna say at least Dark Knight as an actual tank, as far as tanking goes, Dark Knight is perfectly fine.
And they all tank just as equally.
As DPS, on the other hand, I don't like how it has the lowest DPS of the tanks. I think that's stupid. it should do at least more damage than paladins anyway. A paladin is supposed to be, he has a sword and a shield. He's more defense than anything. A Dark Knight has a fucking humongous two-handed sword. They should do more damage than paladin. I do agree that warrior should do more damage, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm sure there's a lot more paladins these days because of how good they are now. You got people like, paladin is the best.
But wasn't Paladin always the best?
Not really. Well, like, kind of, in some ways. When it came to like off tanking or fights where you want to turn the DPS up, it was nice to have a Dark Knight or a Warrior because of the extra damage you could obtain from them, especially if they're not main tanking.
Well, if you're hoping for the tanks to increase the DPS, maybe the DPS should.
Well, the thing is, there's some fights that are really DPS intensive, and if the off tank is not main tanking, might as well be useful and do some good damage there. I don't know. I just don't like how Dark Knight, even though it has a move that it can clone himself, you can summon a dark shadow clone of yourself, and you can go into a mode where you basically do your strongest attack up, like you can do it up to like 5 times, maybe even 6 times. I can't remember how many times, depending on your speed. But I just feel like because you can go into that mode and you can summon your clone at the same time that you're doing that, the damage output should be able to be higher than Paladin. How many times do you have to kill the monkey?
So he gets the parts he needs for the armor or weapon he's making.
Zainin, are you playing on PC or PS4?
Yes, playing on PC.
Damn, he just rampaged you.
Broke my back. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. Where are they? Where are they? I'm not wearing hockey pants. What do you guys think of the latest pictures of Robert Pattinson? Is that his name? You guys have seen it, right?
Looks like a Batman.
Not too shabby, I guess.
Do you know what's on his chest?
A bat?
Do you know what the bat is made of?
Some kind of strong material to protect himself?
Aluminum.
It is the gun that killed his parents cut in half.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I'd lie to you about that.
You read it online and you believed it. Hang on, I'm looking at it right now. You mean like the handle of the gun?
Yes.
Yeah. Looks like a really interesting suit. He's got some crazy shits in his forearm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. There hasn't been a solo Batman movie since Dark Knight Returns, right? From Christopher Nolan. There's been Batman vs Superman, which was pfft. And then there's also Justice League that was eh. Wait, who's Shoga? Do I know them? Or him or her? He must be concentrating right now, that's why he's not talking. Man, I have no idea what this monk hit that dragon for. All I know is that it was at 5% and he just defeated it in one weapon skill. Are you stabbing that thing? Zainin?
Good night, guys.
Good night, dude. shit. The sports world is about to change. Life as we know it is about to change. Those dirty bastards. And now Moink is not even listening to me.
And because I don't care about sports?
That's a lie, you know it. Interesting that ESPN hasn't posted something on social media about it just yet. Moink, why are you the way you are?
You guys doing anything tonight?
Nope.
Moink is doing ambuscade. I'm just doing domain invasion. This is my last one. And then, I don't know, I'm thinking about maybe doing either playing a Resident Evil game or Persona 5. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play Fire Emblem Three Houses. I need to feel good. I feel kind of depressed today. Fire Emblem Three Houses always make me feel good. I guess same with Persona 5, it's my favorite game of all time. I've just been playing it a lot lately. Haven't played Fire Emblem in like 2 days.
Alright, I'm gonna jump off of here, do a couple other things, and call it a night.
Good night, Nacho.
Night, Nacho. Wait, you're not doing MBSK. You're here in Domain Invasion. What is Masamune for samurai?
What else would it be for?
Hmm. Vivi, you play Sam? I don't know if I've seen you on Sam.
It's really like my favorite melee DPS job ever.
Nice. I'm
Wow,
jealous.
that and Monk. I kind of like Monk more because Monk kind of can survive better than Sam can. I just don't have Monk.
Geared as much, yeah. Congrats on your kill, Moink. Yeah, I've wanted to do samurai because it looks like a really fun job. At one point, I was gonna level up monk. I mean, it's level 74, I think. It's sitting at level 74. Haven't touched it in a while though. Do you have it mastered yet?
No, I don't have any job master yet.
Well, when CP campaign comes along, I'm gonna be CPing a lot, so if you want to come along, the more the merrier. I especially want people who know how to kill things fast, because I don't know, it's just I like to move fast through the kills so we can get more XP. If we can, depending on our group, if we can get like a really, really good group, then we can go do the dogs in Rakaznar. But if not, then we can always just go to what's it called? It's not Doe Gates or Mall Gates, it's the other one. Wall Gates. You kill fish. By the way, did you guys watch the Nintendo Direct yesterday for Animal Crossing?
Don't care about Animal Crossing, so no.
Damn. I was gonna say it looks like the greatest game ever created in the history of humanity, and possibly the universe and all alien races.
That's getting a bit too far for an Animal Crossing.
I know. I'm just super hyped. My God, it looks so good. Like they've surpassed my expectations. Man, it looks so good. God damn. There's only two things that really bother me. One, no cloud saves. And two, I don't believe at the moment, or when the game releases, you will be able to transfer save data from one console to another. Which means, someone like me who's got a regular Nintendo Switch and a Switch Lite, I will not be able to transfer the data back and forth from the regular Switch to the Lite and from the Lite to the regular Switch, which sucks because I like to use the Switch Lite when I'm on the road.
You poor child.
That's what I did with Pokemon all the time. I just kept transferring the file back and forth, and it literally only takes like 40 seconds to do that. But without being able to do that, that means I'll have to take the heavy unportable Switch with me wherever I go.
But why would you do that? The point of the Switch is to take it with you. So why do you need to?
I know, but once you use the Switch Lite, you can never go back. When you're on the road, of course. If you're at home, maybe you're like, you're just kind of like right there from your TV, whatever. But like if you're out and about, at work, at friends, somewhere, it's so much nicer to have the light. It's just so much lighter in your hands, more comfortable, and it just feels more solid. It has a smaller screen, so just a tiny bit smaller screen, so the graphics look even better on it. Like it's so nice to have the light. It's beautiful. It's really hard to go back. Once you start to play handheld on the regular Switch, you realize how heavy and not very fun to play portable is. You're like, damn, this is kind of shit compared to the light. The light's just so much better. But yeah, those are my complaints. No saved clouds, and then no ability to transfer files between consoles. I think that's horrible. That's fucking stupid. I think that's Nintendo at their worst. Actually, Nintendo microtransactions on their mobile games is Nintendo at their worst. Other than that, Nintendo at their worst is their shitty online service, which doesn't provide anything that is even remotely like impressive as far as online features go. I mean, the Sega Dreamcast on fucking dial-up had better online features than the Switch, and that came out like 15 years ago, or has it been like 20 years? Yeah, it's been fucking 20 years. In fact, it's actually been over 20 years that it came out. So a console that was 20 years older has better online features than the fucking Switch Online. And they do dumb shit like this where, a game comes out and you can't even fucking back up your files or transfer it from one place to another. Other than that, the game looks perfect in every way.
The Dreamcast didn't even have an online service.
I know I'm exaggerating, but still, at least I don't know. It's just the Switch Online is just fucking garbage, dude. What? You can play old Nintendo games? Whoopity doo! They've been on mobile for the past 10 years. You have the privilege to play online? We played online on the Switch for like almost 2 years for free. Like 50% of the games have cloud saves. Whoopity doo. Most of the games that I actually want them to have say a cloud backup, they don't have it. They don't support it. And that's about it. There's nothing else. There's nothing else that you benefit from the online service. Just your occasional Nintendo and Super Nintendo games that have been available in every fucking machine that has a circuit on it.
Except for
the
Star
past
Fox
50
2.
Right. Which I'm sure you can easily rip off somewhere in the internet. Anyway, Nintendo is always going to be a love-hate relationship, and you see the potential that Nintendo could have if they would just behave like people who actually care about technology, about keeping up with what's happening in the world, what's
the
happening
fuck?
with their competition. Nintendo could be the greatest video game company ever if they just actually put effort into it.
Wow, you like talking out of your ass.
Dude, Nintendo Switch is lacking features that have been available for like 20 years.
Who gives a fuck?
Everybody gives a fuck.
No, they don't. Nintendo
It's
has
so-
No, stop. Nintendo has always had their own path. Not only that, but they are the ones innovating the game industry. Not Xbox, Microsoft,
They're a
and
bunch
not
of
Sony.
They're a bunch of old, tight-ass fuckers in Japan that are stuck in their old ways.
And yet, somehow, you play Breath of the Wild, you play Pokemon, and every other Nintendo game. Like,
Their
you don't like
games are
them,
amazing.
right? But you
Their-
don't like
their games
you
are
don't
great,
like
but
you don't like them, but you're gonna continue to support them.
their technology is fucking garbage.
And
There's-
yet they keep leading the industry in innovation. Like, who gives a shit about
with
power?
gimmicky
No,
shit.
right. So the most successful console ever being the Wii, and Microsoft and Sony literally mimic motion controls after that. And you're gonna sit there and say, silly little gimmicks? Really?
It was a fad. Nobody cares about motion controls anymore.
Right, that's why the Switch still has it. That's why the Xbox had it up until Microsoft finally gave up on the LOL Kinect. Because the Kinect would have been a wonderful idea had they not, like, turned it into a bare bone system. But no. Fuck everything. Fuck what they did to it. And then, Sony just being stupid with motion controls.
Well, at least Sony is trying to use the motion controls towards VR more than anything. And if their VR technology gets better with the PS5, which supposedly VR is supposed to be a very big focus for Sony on the PS5, we'll see what happens. I mean, if they can make another like affordable VR headset that works really well with the PS5 and the graphics look pretty good, they could go somewhere with it. The problem with VR is that it's so expensive. Like, if you want to get, what's the one that Valve is developing, or they developed? I forgot the name of it.
Oh, what does it matter? They're not innovative enough.
Well, we'll see what happens with Half-Life Alex. It looks like it's going to be driving VR as far as it has ever been driven before. It'll be interesting to see how people respond to it if people start buying the game and all the shit that they need for the VR. I don't know. Nintendo just bothers me sometimes. As much as I love their games, if they could just not be so stupid when it comes to online, features. Like, listen to this. You hop online to one of these games like Splatoon 2, and you can't really do anything with your friends. You can't communicate with them. You can't like be in a lobby or a party or some kind of anything together. You can't interact with them. You have to text back and forth on your phone, or you have to use the mobile app to do voice chat, which is fucking stupid. And then even after that, when you are online with your friend, you have to you actually can't team up together. You have to try to enter the match like at the same time with your friend, and even when you're in the same lobby together, it doesn't put you on the same team always. It will
Yeah, we
put
get
you up
it.
like 50% of the time.
Yeah, we get it, Goose. Nintendo's
It's an
online
online
service.
only shooter.
Right.
And it feels like I'm playing a shooter from 1998 as far as online features go.
You poor child. We get it. Nintendo's online service sucks. It does. It's the bottom of the barrel when it comes to online services. However, it is like their second or third online service that they have provided. Give them a chance. Let them grow from
Have
their
I not
mistakes.
seen what the Xbox 360 did with Xbox Live?
Oh my god, Xbox Live was introduced in the Xbox era. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Like, can't they just like actually
Let-
just
let-
buy an
let-
Xbox and try
let's-
it out and be like, wow, look what these guys are doing. This is pretty damn cool. Maybe we could implement some of these things on our Nintendo consoles.
Let's even go one step further, Goose. First of all, the Me that Xbox or the avatar that Xbox created was in response to the Me. No, it was in response to Nintendo's Me character. Yeah, I get
they're
it. It's
stupid.
not the greatest. But not only this, how long has it taken Sony to get their head out of their ass to let you change your avatar or your account name? Like, seriously, don't sit there and say Sony and Microsoft have done perfect since their online services. They have their own flaws. They suck in certain areas. I don't want to fucking hear it.
And get this, changing your name on the PlayStation, on like the PlayStation Online or whatever, is dangerous. Apparently, not all your trophies and stuff will work, properly if you do. When I started reading that people were having issues with a lot of trophies not like transferring, or some games like some game saves and data wasn't working properly, I was like, fuck that, I'm keeping my name, screw that. Because I was gonna change my name to a Goose Watek instead of Ben Riley 83. But after I read some of the issues that some games were experiencing and shit, I was like, fuck that, I guess I'll keep the damn name.
But yet, Sony's perfect. Sony's online service is perfect.
No, they're not.
Meanwhile, get this,
The
get this,
PS3
Goose.
service was garbage too.
No, get this, Goose. If Sony does not succeed with the PlayStation 5, Sony is probably going out of business.
I don't know if I would go that far. I know that they made a lot of money on the PS4. They're in the right
Do you
path.
realize the only succeeding department for Sony is
I know
gaming.
their TVs are too expensive.
It has
They-
nothing.
They actually screwed up. I really think that Sony really screwed up in their TV department because they're the what's it call it? What's that technology called? Uh, OLED. The OLED technology belongs to LG, so they have to pay a royalty fee for using that technology on their OLED TVs.
And everybody has to pay Sony for DVDs, and everybody has to pay, I think it's Sony for Blu-rays. Again, who cares? Like, everybody comes up with some form of technology, and yeah, they have to pay each other to use their technology. That's just the way the market is. You don't gain any benefit out of it.
You really think Sony is in that much danger with the PS5?
Sony as a company is in a lot of trouble financially.
And where are you reading all of this? And just so you know, I do like Sony, but I'm not like a Sony super fanboy elitist. There's a lot of things that I don't like about Sony. Like
Well, right.
the fact that there's no backwards compatibility. Like, that is the dumbest shit in the planet. I still have a PS2, I still have a PS3, and I still have a fucking PS4. And guess what? If I wanted to play Silent Hill, I have to pop open my PS2. If I want to play, like, I'm trying to think of a PS3 game.
I'm glad
What
everything is all.
PS3 game you have to play on the PS3. Like, you have, it's so stupid.
Yeah, I'm glad everything is all rainbows and unicorns for you, Goose. There are licenses and there are copyrights that have to be rewritten and re-signed every single time that game has to be re-released. Again, it's not as simple as, oh, let's republish this game onto the PS4
Re-released.
or the PS5 or whatever.
How about this? How about they make a drive that you can insert physical media into? How about that? Like, all of a sudden, you know, you have your PS2 game in your hand, and you're like, oh, I like to pop this sucker open and put it on the PS4.
Oh, that's right. There's a shit service called PlayStation Now.
Well, apparently, they're trying to fix the backwards compatibility issues on the PS5. We'll see about that. I hope so.
All rumors until it's announced.
Pretty much. Only thing that I'm worried about the PS5, and I know that I won't have this problem because I'll do my research, but I think a lot of people are going to look at the PS5 and they're going to look at just the fact that the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X, the higher end of it, I don't know what it's called, but the Series X higher end is going to be more powerful in raw power than the PS5. In fact,
Because that means something.
I believe they're saying 25% stronger than the PS5. But here's the thing. Apparently, the PS5 is going to have an SSD that's like way faster, like possibly 3 times faster than the Xbox. So even though the Xbox is going to be, the new Xbox will be more powerful as far as raw computing power goes, apparently the drive for the PS5 is going to be like way faster than the Xbox. So certain things are going to be better on PS5 because of it.
And the Xbox One was a complete failure for Microsoft. What difference does it fucking make? Because here it is at the end of the day. Microsoft has really no first-party games except for maybe Gears of War and Halo. outside of that, and Forza. So outside of those 3 games, like, you have
That's it.
nothing. And what that means for Microsoft, regardless of how powerful the fucking Xbox is, they have to rely on third-party support. And if the Switch or the PlayStation 5 is the weaker of the 3 that they decide to make a game for, guess what's gonna get stuck on the Xbox? Power means nothing. Graphics
Well,
mean nothing
I
when
wouldn't say nothing because there's actually been quite a few games that I decided to buy on Xbox instead of PS4 because they run better and look better on the X than on the PS4 Pro. A prime example was Red Dead Redemption 2. When it was coming out, I looked at the comparison videos from Digital Foundry, and they did the analysis on the frame rates, on the resolutions, how everything looked. Guess what? On the Xbox One X, it was 100% native 4K with pretty smooth running FPS. On the PS4 Pro, it was a checkerboard 2160p, and it had a weird dual layer adapting resolution that like made some objects look like they had like more than one layer, and it made them look kind of weird. And the FPSs weren't as smooth as on the Xbox One X. So guess which console I decided to buy that game for instead of?
sadly
I
not
bought
the
it for the
PC.
X because it played better and it ran better. And I don't have a PC powerful enough to play games in 4K. So the X is a perfect alternative and a perfect option for playing games in native 4K. So what I'm saying is, you're saying that because the new Xbox is not going to have any exclusives, that it won't matter how powerful they are. In a
It
way,
doesn't.
yes, I agree to a certain degree, but at the same time, a lot of the third-party games that are going to be coming out, if they look and run better on the Xbox, guess where a lot of people are going to end up buying those specific games on?
It's not going to matter.
I don't think people are gonna buy an Xbox. If a PS5 has more games that you like on it, you're gonna buy the PS5 as an Xbox.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I get it. I usually buy I usually buy all the consoles of that generation because I like video games, and I'll probably end up buying all of them anyway. But as far as the software goes, that's when it depends. For me, I always look at the analysis and see where the game is gonna benefit the best to play it on, whether it be on PlayStation, on Nintendo, or on Xbox, and then I decide from there where I want to buy the game from. And the last 2 years or so, I find myself buying more games on the Xbox. Well, like multi-platform games is what I meant to say. So most of my multi-platform games, I've opted to go with the Xbox because they run better on the X than on the PS4 Pro. The PS4 Pro is a wannabe 4K machine. It doesn't do native 4K. It can only do like checkerboard rendering 4K, or what they call dynamic 4K, which is not really 4K, which is kind of funny, but whatever. Having said that, of course, Sony has the exclusives. But you know what though? Don't laugh at Xbox, because Xbox, the last 2 years, they've been buying a lot of first-party developers, and those first-party developers have been working hard. And Xbox looks like they're gonna have some nice things to show here pretty soon, like like a Hellblade 2. That looks fucking unbelievable.
You
I'll
can
still never buy an Xbox then.
you can sit in your fancy little fantasy chair that Microsoft is going to do well, where I don't think they're going to. Like, I don't know what's going to happen this upcoming console generation, because Sony needs a win, a big win out of the Microsoft or the PlayStation 5, but they're being extremely quiet about whatever. You
How
know,
do
they
you know
didn't.
this?
What do you? Oh my God,
Where are you
Sony.
getting your information from?
Why
You're
does it matter? No, seriously, why does it matter? Just look at Sony as a company in its entirety. It is failing miserably. It has done restructuring more than once. Sony is hurting, and I'm a Sony fanboy just like you, and I don't want to see them go, but you know, if they can't get their head out of their ass and market properly, they're done. And the PlayStation 5 has to be a win.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with the PS5. I know that they're working on having an SSD that will be the fastest out of all the consoles. And the rumors are that the AMD CPU that they're gonna have is 25% less more powerful than the one that the higher end Xbox is gonna have. That's as far as we know. That's all we know. And there's been rumors about how Sony is doing their best to make the PS5 the end all be all, Sony console that will allow you to play all kinds of games from all the years and generations that Sony has had. If they can do that, I think the PS5 is going to be a resounding success. But the question is, will they accomplish it?